Good evening, everybody. Nice sunny evening. We're off to Cornwall tomorrow. So I've come in from work and it's like, oh my God, what are we going to eat for tea? So this is called Susie's Raid the Fridge. Let's make something. Okay, so I've got to, literally I went in the fridge. I said to John, what we're having for tea? He said, no idea. That doesn't help. Does it, John? He's shaking his head, folks. You didn't see that. Anyway, what I did have, an original plan, I think sometime last couple of days, I thought, I've got some, we had a chicken the other night, whole chicken, which I use for various things, and we had some of the thigh and leg meat left. So I thought I would make a paella. This was yesterday or the day before, only to discover I didn't have any prawns in anyway. So I came in and I thought, right, what have I got? I need to leave an empty fridge. We're off to Cornwall for just 3 or 4 days, but I don't like leaving fresh stuff in the fridge. So I've raided the fridge and we're going to use up shredded chicken. We're going to use up the bone broth that I've got, because I could freeze it into ice cubes, but I just thought, let's get it used up. And we're going to use Orzo pasta. I call them pasta pearls anyway. I absolutely love them. They're dead easy and simple. Now this is because this is my own recipe. I've also gave some thought to people responding to me who've been saying they don't like fennel, or they can't eat fennel, and some can't eat a lot of onion and garlic. So I thought, this is very real. Well, I'm putting fennel seeds in. You don't have to. It's just one of my favourites. I'm going to crush them, roast them off, and that's going in the dish. And I'm using shallots tonight. So anyway, I was thinking, what would I do to make this flavoursome dish? So I thought, yeah, I'd raid the garden. We've got lots of herbs in there at the moment. We've got thyme, we've got rosemary, we've got oregano, we've got bay. I don't know, we've just got an awful lot. We've got dill. So if you and flat leaf parsley, which actually when you cook it through is lovely. I'm using wild rocket in tonight's dish. So if you can't eat those things, I would back it up with maybe using some Mediterranean spices and throwing all your garden herbs in, and then use up whatever meat. You could use ham or prawns in this dish. I'm using white wine. Anyway, let's get to it and cook a meal for supper. Cheers. Medium heat, glug of oil in. And as I said, yeah, I'm using shallots tonight. Why am I using shallots so much? A, I love them, and B, it's what I have in. And that's about 1 large one and 1 small one, because they do vary in size. I'm just going to sweat those off while I get my... it's probably a good teaspoonful of fennel seed. I know if any of you hate it. The other option is you could put caraway, or you could put cumin seeds in if you just want to give a bit of spicy flavour. Just give them a bit of a breakdown, and then in a minute or two when the garlic goes in there, I'll also put the fennel seed in. Lovely. That's all we need to do. I'm also adding olives. I literally raided the fridge. So it's a real... And yet I'm basing it on the idea is I'm thinking Mediterranean, lemon, wine, shallots, garlic, olives, chicken, flat leaf parsley, all the things you could pick up. And I know quite often when we've been in Italy, France, a lot of the what I call instant dishes are just really what you throw in a pan out the oven. So throw in a pan out the fridge. God help me. I've only had 1 glass. Well, I haven't even had a glass. I've only just started on it. Oh, I'm so looking forward to Cornwall tomorrow, guys. We're going down to Mevagissey. And we're not staying in Mevagissey. John's stepmom lives in Mevagissey. But on Thursday, we're going to be taking her out for lunch. And we're going to go on the harbour side to a little restaurant there. So that's going to be quite nice. And we're going to take you guys with us. We're doing a bit of National Trust and mooching around, just having a couple of days away, so we'll share that. But I'm also going to a place that's actually in the Michelin Guide on the Friday night, which is our 33rd wedding anniversary. How have we managed that? 33 years together.
I've got a lot of patience.
No, you haven't. Paige calls him Grumpy. Paige adores John, and John, it's likewise, you adore her, don't you? We both love her to bits. But she's an absolute sweetheart. They have this wonderful relationship that's really quite funny. They tease each other. It's very sweet. Now that's sauteing away a little bit fast. I'm just going to turn that down a little bit because I'm looking to draw the sweetness from those. The shallots at the moment at this time of year have been particularly sweet. We had a dish the other night with, I can't remember now, John, but we had shallots in it. And John commented on the sweetness of the dish, and it came only from the shallots. So tonight's wine, Sauvignon Blanc from France, and I quite like this. I drink the rosé in this one, don't I? Lots of it, gallons, if I could get my hands on it. Balthazar, and it's really very drinkable. Now for a friend of mine who does actually watch what I do with the wines and what I'm drinking, I'll let her know for her, this one, I would say, although it's a Sauvignon Blanc, for me it's like a Chardonnay almost. Would you agree, John?
No.
You don't? Do you pick up on the lemon?
Yeah.
I do pick up on the lemon, but it's the New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs taste very different to that one. This isn't as dry, that's what I'm picking up on. It's not as dry. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it isn't as dry. It's a bit sweeter.
Yes, I would agree with that. Which makes me kind of think along the lines of Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, and God, I mustn't drop this, wreck the pan. I love this. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God. If you put in seeds in and things like this, always give them this little dry roast. Oh, that's heavenly. Right, okay. And the garlic. I don't want to scorch the garlic, so that's why it wasn't going in till now. That's 2 small cloves. I love elephant garlic and I couldn't get any. Right, there we go. Olives. Just El Cheapo olives I use for cooking. I use these little mini stuffed olives quite a lot with pork, and they are absolutely lovely. When we're doing puttanesca we use a black olive, but when we're doing more Mediterranean dishes I just use these.
Puttanesca is Mediterranean.
Yeah, but the puttanesca we use the black olives, don't we? Yeah, but when I'm just doing more of a pork based dish.
It's Spanish pork.
Yeah, Spanish pork, I tend to use those, yeah. Okay, and we had half a courgette in the fridge, so that's going in. I won't put the flat big parsley in yet. Just let those all cook around together. Just want to get those away a bit. Right, little pinch of cooking salt in it. Cornish sea salt. I really like this for cooking. Okay, our next job is going to be, I should measure out what stock. This make is lovely. You get it in all the health food shops and the big supermarkets. Fraiche. Do not buy the cubes though. If you come across those in Holland & Barrett or any of the delis or anything, I watched a programme. The bone broth is good. The cubes are not. They've got quite a lot of chemicals and things, haven't they, John? Additives and what I call all the nasties. So you can buy the bags of broth. I mean, perfect world. When I eventually retire, which I can't see me ever doing, I'll make my own broth. Right, okay, I'm just going to find out how much I've got in there. 250. So I need to make that up to around about 400 with vino. Sorry, John, about that. Using John's vino. First of all, before I take...
Your chef.
No way, Jose. Right, in goes my pasta. I'm going to put the lid on this in a minute. I'm just going to give it a stir.
Water?
Sorry?
Or is it
No, I'm treating the stock and the wine. I'm going to turn it down now because, like I say, I call it pasta pearls.
So you treat it more like a pie, or?
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah. And that's just going to sit there and simmer now. So I'm going to put the lid on there. I'm going to put my lemon zest in. So where's my lemon? And now I'll put the lemon juice in, kind of last minute. And then while I have another glass of wine, I'll finish the one I've got, yes. I'm slow tonight. I will enjoy my wine. But going to take, I think this should take about 10 minutes. This pasta normally does. Like I said, I'll put the lid on it. And then in case of when I come back to it, just put the lemon juice in, which will lift the pasta and the sauce. And then we just serve it up. Help if I put the chicken in, wouldn't it?
It would.
Let's get the chicken in there, guys. I thought, am I going vegetarian? I thought I'd forgotten something. The chicken's cooked. Like I said, it's been stood in the fridge. It's only from yesterday. Let's give that a nice stir around. Oh, I can smell the lemon zest as well. Yeah. I might need to put a little bit more wine in there. I'll see how that goes.
How much lemon zest do you put in?
Whole zest. And then I'm going to put half of juice and then taste it, because I don't want it to be, I don't want the lemon juice to overpower the dish. But at the same time, I know this type of dish, when you're throwing things together, sometimes you taste it and you think, something's missing. Put a squeeze of fresh lemon juice in and it lifts it totally. So, and because of like where I'm aiming the dish to be, just of the Mediterranean, lemon juice is the best thing you can add, I think. We'll put some pepper in there. I'm just going to season that up with some pepper. A good shout of pepper. I love these little peppermint. This is a Peugeot, the Peugeot set. And I think they're guaranteed for something like 25 years plus. The other one, that's, I can't remember the make. It's another good make. That's got a 25 years guarantee. Now, that had a fault on it a couple of years ago. And I actually got in touch with the company, sent them a picture of it, sent them a picture of the part, and they sent me the part out. So that's what I call good customer service. And that's the type of service I would expect from Peugeot, who don't only make cars.
So, when we're coming back?
I would say I'm going to check that in about 6-7 minutes. It is the kind of dish you might have to just give the stir kind of dish. This is a throw together dish. But I'll be checking it in 5-6 minutes. I'm going to sit, have a swig of wine, come back, give it a stir. But I predict that's going to be ready to eat in 10 minutes. Fingers crossed. See you shortly. Hi guys, I've just lifted the lid on this. This is 10 minutes in and I would say that's cooked. I'm just going to grab a spoon and just test the pasta. God, that's good. Right, okay, the fennel cuts through lovely. I'm just going to put a little bit of, I thought, some creme fraiche, because I used this in another recipe. I always end up with half tubs. I thought this might be really yummy to... This is the beauty of when you're not following a recipe. You can kind of just go with the flow, can't you? Right, the parsley and the lemon juice. I just don't want any... Half a lemon, guys. Don't want the pips going in. Parsley. And I think it just needs a little touch of seasoning. Oh, now it's coming together, isn't it? Wow. A bit like a risotto, really, because the pasta has worked the same way as your risotto rice does and absorbed all the liquids, the wine and the bone broth.
Who said that?
I don't know, who did say that? Is that what you said earlier? Oh my God, I'm losing the plot, guys.
No, I said pie, I don't know.
Oh, it's paella, yeah. Oh, I love paella. I love that combination of the spicy, the chicken, the seafood. I just love paella. Have I done paella on the channel?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either, because I do my own version to that, guys, as well. So I might, if I haven't done it, I'm going to have to show you what I do with it. Because I can't eat mussels. I was very, very ill once with mussels. I don't think I'll ever eat them again.
That's done.
That's absolutely done, short of some black pepper on there. And let's go for it. Right, John, we need some dishes. I'm just going to taste it again. Oh, that was good. And the lemon's done exactly what I wanted it to do. It's just lifted it. Actually, there's quite a few flavours coming through there. Yep, go get those bowls, boy. Go and get the bowls so I can serve this. Nearly forgot, I've got a handful of wild rocket. I'm just going to do that with it and just fold it in. It just kind of, it's a bit like spinach, and I love wild rocket. That peppery flavour you get from it. Just gives it another texture. That looks lovely. Okay, I'm going to serve. Gas is off. Did I tell everybody how much? I don't think I did. How much of the Orzo I used? I used 150 grams. That's what kind of all the experts always say is a portion for two, and I would agree that looking at that, that looks perfect for two. But I did use 400, probably 450 of a combination of bone broth and wine. You don't have to use wine, guys. If you've got good bone broth there, you can just do it with the bone broth. But I always like to give things a little pep. Anyway, we're going to go and...
Sorry, tasted it.
I've tasted it, so we're just going to go and eat it now. I'm absolutely starving. I'm ready for another glass of wine as well. Okay, thanks for watching. What does everybody tell me I've got to say? Click like and subscribe. I'm hopeless at this. But anyway, love you all. Thanks for all the comments. Just keep it coming, and we'll see you in Cornwall. Hi guys, just wanted to add this on. We just sat down, we're watching the telly. We've been really naughty, we're not at the table. But I just wanted to say, this is real comfort food. The creme fraiche, oh, with the lemon, it just cuts through and it makes it super creamy, super delicious. Can't fault this, it's magic. I'll cook this again. Good night.